The official Naruto website just confirmed that Momoshiki still has many cards to play. It explained how Momoshiki can take over Boruto's body from time to time and how he is no longer able to resurrect. Then it left us on a cliffhanger with the word but. So what exactly is the deal with the Otsutsuki? The fear of karma was clearly visible on Boruto's face in chapter 9, and this can only imply one thing. The prophecy of the blue eyes might not be complete yet, and the fact that Boruto still hasn't awakened the Jogen stands as a living proof of this. This Jojutsu acts as an embodiment of hope. It's believed to grant him faith when destiny drives him faithless. So this means there is still a long way to go for him before he actually loses everything. At the end of anime's part 1, Kawaki tells Boruto that his friends, family and this village is what he considers everything. But for him, the safety of Naruto is everything. This already foreshadowed the omnipotence for anime-only fans, since Boruto is about to lose all of the things that Kawaki mentioned. However, the interesting part lies within the other predictions, or I should say the beliefs of Momoshiki. He solely believed in taking over Boruto, hijacking his identity once he aspires to the level of leaving this world. But the fate had planned something different for the Otsutsuki. Yet the way the story is being built up, I think there is actually some merit behind the claims of the monster. He has done something to Boruto, either by telling him or showing him the future, which has scared him so much that the activation of the karma made him lose a sweat. There are two prophecies that mainly decide the forthcoming events of Boruto's life. One was given by Toneri, and the other was told by Momoshiki. The fact that neither Toneri nor the pure eye of Boruto have appeared in the manga has made the story a lot confusing. The final episode of part 1 showed him with the Jogen, which means the prophecy of Toneri will indeed come true. But since the author is avoiding to mention this eye in the manga, it has made some people believe that both anime and manga are set in different timelines. More possibly they could have different endings, but I personally don't think that's going to be the case. The fulfillment of Momoshiki's prophecy will only come true once Konoha gets destroyed, followed by the completion of Toneri's words about the Jogen awakening. When it comes to truly understanding what lies in the future of Boruto, we will need to differentiate between prophecy, destiny and fate. They may seem to lie on the same spectrum, but are pretty distinct from each other. Prophecy is a prediction made by a prophet about the forthcoming future. Fate is the predetermined course of events which is beyond the control of the individual. Destiny, on the other hand, is closely tied to the idea of purpose or the ultimate outcome that an individual is meant to achieve. Omnipotence did not change the fate of Boruto, neither it affected any prophecy that was made about him. Toneri informed him about shouldering the fate of this world even before reality shifting, and by the looks of it, he is still going to carry on the prophecy after the awakening of the pure eye. However, we can see that omnipotence changed the destiny of Boruto for various reasons. He was initially going to take a different path in his life, which wouldn't have demanded him to go rogue. Destiny involves some level of free will, which gets influenced by outside factors to shape a person's path. However, the fate remains unchanged, which means even if omnipotence had not occurred, Boruto still would have inherited a humongous fate when it comes to saving the world. Toneri's statement where he says destiny will be against Boruto also proves that it's viable to change, unlike fate which is inevitable. He was worried about the boy being unable to handle omnipotence, which is why he foretold him about the mighty fate that he has been burdened with. So now that we know prophecy and fate are unavoidable, and destiny can be changed with determination and will, we can now figure out what lies in the future of Boruto in a much better way. There have been times in the story when the prodigy did change the destined future, like when he used the foresight and saw Kawaki killing him, a scene that never appeared in the canon. This could be because Sarada sent Sasuke to Boruto's rescue, hence changing what was written in the stars. However, if Boruto had lost the will to stay vigilant, fulfilling the plan of Momoshiki, it would have completed the original course of events that the monster was excited about. Now, even though destiny grants a person free will, which in turn impacts his future in various ways, there is a prediction made by Jura, which implies that Boruto cannot escape his destiny. At first I thought it might be a mistranslation of fate due to the similarities of both the concepts, but upon thinking about it for a moment, it seems like a bigger picture is being painted here. I think Jura was trying to either imply the Otsutsuki destiny, as the creatures sooner or later get eaten by the Ten Tails, or he could be teasing the course of actions that are about to be undertaken by Boruto, which will eventually lead to Konoha's destruction. In other words, he might be talking about the prologue sequence, where Boruto is surprised to witness the only possible outcome. This could be the keyword here, cause even though his free will made him take different approaches to save the worst future from happening, he still couldn't escape destiny this time. It might be because, as said by Toneri, the darkness was inevitable and only the Jogen can help him to dispel it. The other interpretation of Jura's claim has something to do with how the species of Ten Tails have been devouring on Otsutsukis from ages. Boruto is no different and could sooner or later get eaten by the Shinjus, which is what Jura believes to be his destiny. destiny. But as we know it's liable to change, the plans of the Shinju will flop, which could again erupt his curiosity to understand how this world works. Coming on to the prophecy of Momoshiki and how every word that he has said about Boruto's life will eventually come true. It seems like his plans have changed since the omnipotence in a very huge way. He has finally understood the difference between fate and destiny. The reality shifting was a part of Boruto's fate, but not giving up on his body was the destiny that he chose for himself. This means even though Momoshiki cannot alter the events that are based on the free will of Boruto, he can certainly impact his destiny by taking over his body. This means in order for Boruto to truly lose everything, which includes the shinobi system, Leaf Village and his loved ones, Momoshiki will need to interfere and fulfill the prophecy himself. This brings us to the future sequence, where the village has been destroyed and Boruto can be seen on the broken side of Naruto's statue. Momoshiki must have seen the chance to take him over, and the whole destruction is an aftermath of that. This is why Boruto was so scared of the karma. He knows how brutal the Otsutsuki has now become when it comes to fulfilling his evil plans. The reason he blames Kawaki for going this far could be because it was him who resonated his karma to bring out Momoshiki. This marks the true realization of the Blue Eyes prophecy and the beginning of a new phase in Boruto's life. The Jogan will return, giving Boruto the ultimate control over his karma. There are some good explanations for why this eye would be the key to controlling the karma seal for Boruto. It seems to have connection with the Otsutsuki world, a dojutsu that the clan perceives as troublesome. Many hints indicate it to be the sign of Shibai Otsutsuki being related to Boruto. So what if it's an objectification of the true Otsutsuki power, which is held by the prodigy? I'm not talking about Momoshiki's power, rather the Otsutsuki prowess that he was born with. The power that Momoshiki says he is too inexperienced to control. What exactly was he referring to? I think Boruto at some point will learn to channel this mysterious power that Momoshiki was talking about. He could get to realize this potential once he is under the control of the monster. As the Otsutsuki wants to throw him towards the corner of his psyche, what if it's the same place that would awaken his pure power? In other words, his consciousness must be somewhere when he's no longer the in charge of his body, and that's when he could meet the one who bestowed the Jogan on him. In a nutshell, the power of Shibai is hidden deep within the conscience of Boruto, and the only way for him to experience it is by sinking into the roots of his consciousness, and that's not possible unless he loses the control of his body. So in a way, Momoshiki's overtake would become a blessing in disguise for Boruto. The monster would try hard to change the odds in his favor, but what has been written in the fate cannot be changed. The reason for Boruto to get out of the curse that Momoshiki has posed on his life in the form of a prophecy has something to do with the weight of these predictions. Toneri's prophecy holds a lot more weight than what was revealed by Momoshiki. The Jogan was superior to the karma since it came from an Otsutsuki god. His host monster was too overconfident in his ability of hijacking the life of his vessel. The predetermined paths can indeed be changed by making the right move at the right time. Boruto's transformation into an Otsutsuki had also set the scene for the Shinjus getting confused about this weird world. The day Momoshiki takes him over will be the day when Jura wonders how he's still alive. Even though Boruto is the pure Otsutsuki, he hasn't lived the life of an Otsutsuki, going from planets after planets just to become more powerful. Momoshiki, on the other hand, must be more knowledgeable when it comes to unlocking the true potential of his vessel. And since these Shinjus are planning to devour Boruto, chances are Momoshiki will switch places to deal with them in the near future. Apart from that, we might even get a flashback or more possibly a glimpse of Momoshiki in the next chapter, mainly because Boruto was seen to freak out in the last one due to the karma, and the next one could explain the reason behind this fear. It's either a serious promise of Momoshiki to destroy everything once he gains control, or a glimpse of future where he saw his village turning to ruins. The future seeing power could be one of the trump cards for the monster to assert his dominance on Boruto. Other than that, he could have even cooked some new prophecy, which is the sole reason behind the fearfulness of his vessel. Another point to be noted is that Boruto wasn't scared of the karma before the time skip. This means something must have happened which made him so scared of the Otsutsuki seal. Even though it can make him a lot more stronger, the way he is scared of it only indicates one thing. Momoshiki must have emerged during the time skip period just to traumatize Boruto with his evil acts. On top of that, he will soon learn to control the seal as well, and his overpoweredness has made Kawaki give up on his plan to kill him. This means we will soon be getting to see how Momoshiki's his fate will get sealed, and what the Naruto website actually meant with this cliffhanger. Was it a teaser for his past emergence, or more of a foreshadowing for what's about to come? Well, if he's really fulfilling the prophecy by himself now, then we could soon be seeing him getting some new iconic moments, like the one where he's about Konoha, just like every other villain who invaded the village with the intent of destroying it. Check out some more Momoshiki theories in these videos. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more amazing stuff. I will see you next time.